Ooh, good morning. Good morning. Girl, I'm looking at that fast break. I'm like, I just love that little fast break, even though like 7:30 in the morning is
Yeah,
it's definitely something fast for me, girl. You know what time it is, Diane, when it comes
yes,
to that.
indeed.
But good morning. We are here. We're live, our fast break for July. I'm excited. I'm
Ooh,
excited. Good morning. How are you, Diane?
I'm fine, Kathy. I'm enjoying this fast break that gets me up and going. So this is fantastic. So our July fast break. I'm
Our
excited.
July Fast Break, guys. So, look, good morning. My name is Kathy Hood. I am Vice President of Marketing and Communications for the South Fulton Chamber, and this is our July Fast Break, guys. I want to also introduce you to our President and CEO, Mrs. Diane Matthews.
Hi,
Diane, just
everyone. Good morning.
look, we have to, guys. So do me a favor, go get you a cup of coffee. Well, I hope you already got your cup of coffee, your cup of tea. That's the one thing I'm missing right now.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take care of that in just a few seconds. See
Hey.
what you already ready,
I'm
right?
ready.
You already ready. Or better yet, get you a glass of water, whatever it is. Grab your Danish. I don't even think they sell Danishes no more, do they?
Oh no. I try to stay away from it.
I don't. I don't even hear people mention Danishes. It's either
No.
donut or a croissant of some
You
sort.
got it.
So,
That's it.
so guys, grab you something and sit back and enjoy our motivator for this morning. I
Yeah.
love that we did that for Fast Break for this summer. We know that people are going to be traveling and everything, and just getting back to the norm. And so, just giving them a quick little fast break first thing in the morning to get them going, to get them motivated about something in business. I just thought that that was a great idea.
It is a great idea. And so many people have said how much it means to them because they get those nuggets to take away and it really starts off their day, their week, their month. So, yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, our past speakers have been awesome. So today is just the same. I speak our motivator. That's what I'm like, guys, they're not speakers. Well, they are speakers.
Yeah,
We
they are.
want to do something a little different. So we want to be motivated with those nuggets that you were talking about, Diane. And today is no different with our speaker, with our motivator of the day, who is the one,
Woo.
the only Dr. Lisa Richardson. She is founder of, yes, girl, woo, honey, we could just say so much about Dr. Lisa, but she is founder of Main Street Martech. And when I tell you, I'm going to let her just give the spiel and give the tea on all of that, what she does, because if I was to start, I'll take up all her speaking time. Just tell you, she is amazing. She is fabulous. She is awesome at what she does and the services that she provides. And I mean, she has just made my life a dream. Okay. And so just the things that we do inside of, the chamber and putting on these things like this. I mean, she's our strategist. She's our producer. She's our writer.
Yes, yes.
She's our tech, computer tech or software, whatever she does. We get into all this technology talk, and that's the one thing that I learned from Dr. Lisa, and I had to admit that it was true. You want to know what it is?
What's that, Kathy?
She said that technology is always the forgotten subject. People are planning events and topics and subjects, and then when I go back and look back at a lot of things that I planned or things that I've attended, it is so true unless it's put on by a technology company.
True.
So, now that's one of the first things that come to our mind, and so things, and it's all because of her to become, to fall in love with technology, because most people are scared of it. But
Exactly.
to know what it really does, guys, it is totally what we need and what we need to do. So, without further ado,
Woo.
going to bring Dr. Lisa Richardson to the stage.
Woo.
Come on up to the stage, Dr. Lisa. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
I
morning.
am also without my coffee or tea this morning.
Right. Look, you look lovely
Yeah.
in your blue. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You look amazing.
I'll grab my tea after we're done.
Right.
So
well,
There you go.
awesome. Well, I want you to just dig right in, tell them a little bit more about you, girl. I mean, I did it the Kathy Hood way. I'm sorry. I pray that I did you some justice, honey, because you know how I feel about you. And so I just poured out my heart out. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Lisa Richardson. I'm the founder and CEO of Main Street Martech. We enable small businesses and local nonprofits to do their very best work by aligning their tech strategy and their marketing strategies with their growth goals. And that includes building websites, defining automation plans, managing their content, optimizing workflows. We do a lot of work behind the scenes. So we drive the engines and the powers that be, is the way that I like to talk about it.
That is so awesome. Look, see, she did it way better than me, right? I wouldn't have no optimization, no automation, no none of that. I just know about it now when she says it to me. Because she's also a great teacher. Yay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So Dr. Lisa, we're gonna step back and we're gonna let you have the stage. And while I'm stepping off, I'm gonna get me some coffee. I'm gonna take a fast break and get me some coffee.
See you on the other side.
Yay.
Yes, I produce and I speak, and here I am, okay? Well, good morning again. Good morning again. I love talking to small businesses and nonprofits about their tech strategy, because once they realize how much you can increase your bottom line by thinking through your processes and doing business with you seamless for your customers, my clients tend to be so happy with their businesses, with themselves, and of course, happy with me. And happy business owners and nonprofit leaders are literally my bread and butter. I want you happy and stress-free. So that's why I push and I push and I push for helping you to make things smoother and easier on yourself. But really what most owners tend not to realize is that tech strategy is not reserved exclusively for large companies. You think technology strategy, I have to be Amazon or I have got to be IBM. And you really don't. Solopreneurs need a tech strategy. The fact of the matter is that smaller organizations will feel the burn of a lackluster or non-existent tech strategy much faster than a large company will, because your daily business activities, the things that you do every day to keep your business going, every choice you make directly affects your bottom line, especially if you're working for time, you're exchanging time you're getting paid for your time, or you're producing your product, your handmade product, for example. All of those processes are powered by tech. And the decisions that you make, for the good or bad, can almost dictate how much money you're going to make that week or that month or that quarter. So small teams tend to form around a mission. They've got a dream, they've got a goal. I want to get my business out there, and I want to build clocks, designer clocks for high-end homes, right? How do you get your clock? How do you get people to know about your clocks? How do you get them delivered to the right person at the right time? Planning is how that happens. And the late night brainstorming sessions tend to go around delivering the product, designing the product, creating the product, but not so much the technology that it keeps all of that going. So your tech strategy includes all of the software that manages your business operations, your facilities if you've got a physical location, and your marketing technology. And embracing a strategy for your organization or for yourself can mean that your business or your nonprofit is going to be around to serve your people for much longer than those that don't. For example, your website. Your website's not art. You see a lot of designers offer award-winning websites, but and that's for their design. But your website is an employee, and it should be working hard for your business. It's not supposed to be sitting around looking cute and losing you sales. There are steps that need to be taken in order to ensure that your employee can do their job to the best of their ability. And for your live humanoid employees, you would provide the tools and the training that's necessary to give your employee the best shot at being successful for you. So you've got to apply the same philosophy to your tech tools. And that's what's going to really power your business and move it forward. So it's no longer appropriate to think of marketing that something happens in a secluded magical fairyland that sprinkles glitter to attract your customers. It was never that, but it used to be okay to think that it was. And your marketing technology is as important to your business as your merchant services, your payment processing. Now, I won't go into all of the tools that are out there because we're talking about over 5,000 actual pieces of software and vendors to sell them. But your website, email marketing, things like Constant Contact and MailChimp, your customer relationship management software or CRM, aka your customer database, that's all MarTech. And MarTech is shorthand for marketing technology. Your MarTech powers your relationships with customers, your employees, your donors, your investors. It makes everything else happen in your business. So when you make technology, well, that all happens if you make technology a serious part of your strategic planning. And to come back to what I actually want to talk about today, here are 6 factors that I pulled together to help small businesses and nonprofits align their technology strategy with their strategic goals. I call them the 6 A's of strategy for sustainability. And the first A is, it's the first A everywhere. It's attitude. How do you approach technology and change? Is it kind of a wary suspicion? Are you kicking and screaming? Or is it with a grain of salt? Or are you everybody's favorite beta tester? Do you have like the first everything? And the reason attitude is so important to me, my dissertation, the way I got to doctoring was on how to assess whether someone with a limited technology background is actually doing well in an online course. And what I found was it's not really the course material that was the problem, because there's always been a lot of attrition, people dropping out of online courses. It's, can you log in? Do you know where to find materials? Can you see, when you look at a computer screen, what do you actually see? Are you seeing the layout that the designer intended? Or are you being blocked by other things like your bandwidth or the size of your screen? So when I talk about your attitude towards technology, not whether or not you like having a cell phone, a smartphone or not, or is your tablet actually serving up the books you want to read, it's when you have to pick up something new or do something new, do you sit down in front of your computer and go, that sigh is resistance. And I'm not talking about the sigh because that it's 7:30 in the morning and you're at a networking event. I'm talking about the side that says, I don't really want to do this. And that's something that you have to own and understand about yourself before you can even approach a solution for your organization. And this is something that you should really look at for your team as well, because every bit of resistance slows things down. And resistance isn't necessarily bad in and of itself, because that gives you the perception to Are you being scammed? Is this person promising the sky in the first page of Google when they really shouldn't be? Okay? So look at your attitude and how you feel about the changes that your business might need to move forward. The second A is assessment. What do you know about your needs and your workflow? What's working? What's not working? And what would you like to see happen? When you assess your needs very carefully, you weed out all the too much that can keep you from investing in a efficient way. It often happens that when you don't know what you need, you start throwing money at problems you don't know you don't understand. So you might have needed to spend $1,500 on a software upgrade for your location, but you end up spending $6,000 because you didn't know that you didn't need all the bells and whistles, right? So it really means that you have to look at what you need, what's happening, and what you would like to see happen, and be honest about that. The next A is ability. Is there someone on your team that can do the work? Or do you know how to evaluate someone that comes in to help you from the outside? Are you empowering your team members to help you make those changes, or are you shutting them down when they make suggestions about changing how things are done? And this is another opportunity for you to be honest with yourself. What's really happening? If you go through your meetings and you listen to your team, or if you even so when I was by myself, I had team meetings with myself in order to plan our strategy, our royal strategy for moving forward. And that's important. So when you look at the skill set available to your team and the suggestions that you're getting, are you really giving them the opportunity or the power to help you make those changes? And again, the theme through all of these A's is, are you being honest with yourself and your team? Okay, so that's ability. And then the next A is amenability, because you can know you have a problem, you can assess the nature of the problem. You can even figure out if you got the team available to help you solve the problem. But do you want to solve the problem? Are you willing to make the changes necessary? So are you letting your fear of being pushed out or being less important to the organization? Because let me tell you, your attitude towards technology is a very personal thing. And because my background, in addition to technology, is in counseling, it's a personal, emotional thing. And it's attached to your identity, especially as you grow your organization and you're responsible for more and more people, right? It's easy to think that, well, if I'm not engendering the change, then I'm not important. And that's the last thing that's true. Someone has to be outside of the bubble to help guide us to going to the right direction. So your team needs you as a leader to help navigate the changes, but they're going to follow your attitude towards the changes. Okay? So amenability is important. Are you willing to make the changes necessary to get different results? Because we know that the definition of insanity is doing exactly the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. Okay? And so the next A is action. That's my favorite part. We've done the investigation, we've assessed the problem, we've got the right people on our team, and we are ready to make it happen. Okay? So the action is where you work out the plan that has come together to this point. You want to keep, as you're going through the implementation of your new software or your new workflow, take notes on how things are going. How do you feel at each step of the process? Now, the first couple of cycles are going to be challenging. They're going to. I don't want to do this. This is so different from what I'm used to. It might not even feel like it's worth it. But once you build the muscle memory, you might find that you're moving faster, you're profiting faster, the revenue is going up, and you didn't even really notice that you've made a truly effective change. And that's the best kind of change, when you don't even notice that things are different until you look at the assessment and say, wow, it really worked. And then, of course, there's acceptance. Now that you've implemented the change, you can't ignore it and go back to doing it the old way. You've got to commit to doing it the way that you've decided is the right way. And that should be collaborative. That should be, well, if you're a solopreneur, it's collaborative with you and yourself and your team. But when you are leading a team, you've got to show them that this decision that you all make together is worth it. And so what you really want to do as you go through all the A's is get to the acceptance part of it. And it cycles back through for every new tech decision that you make, or even your regular leadership decisions. So these are the 6 A's of a tech strategy for sustainability: your attitude, your assessment, your ability, your amenability, action, and acceptance. You are not too small for a tech strategy. Solopreneurs need a tech strategy. Freelancers need a tech strategy. So if you're leading a team, you definitely need a tech strategy. Your needs are different from a large company. So resist the urge to take your revenue and throw them at a new problem. Take stock of your situation and take the time to consider all the factors before you make your investment decision. And you will find, I hope you'll find, that you've made the right decision moving forward if you take the time to plan it out. That's my spiel. Thank you for having me.
Whoa, Dr. Lisa, thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
You're welcome.
We all need a tech strategy.
We all need a tech strategy.
That's for sure.
We all do. Look, I was sitting here going, yep, that's me. I had a bad attitude. Until I met Dr. Lisa. You know, my attitude was jacked up. I tell you about technology. And it was all because, people tend to, not like what they don't understand. That's right. So that comes with people too. When they don't understand something or someone, they tend not to like it or have a bad attitude about it till they get themselves together, man. And so you have helped me, like BB was saying, who's in Cancun. She was saying that, we were crazy until about this stuff, just like, until we met Dr. Lisa. When I tell you, I know so much more. And I know, Dr. Lisa, you can tell me, you noticed the growth in me from when we first met concerning technology, right? All right.
Yes. I do see the change. And again, I tell people that not understanding is not your fault. Refusing to do anything about it is what you take ownership of.
Okay.
So I'm happy to help and explain. And your growth tells me that I did good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You did, girl. You did excellent. Okay. Yeah. But I love all the 6 A's, the attitude, the assessment. Yeah, we all need to assess. We didn't know that we needed to assess, and have a strategy, Diane, like you said, technology strategy until Dr. Lisa came along. We'd be like, and guess what? The majority of the people, small businesses, even large companies, they don't even understand the magnitude of that, because we just, we need a website. Oh, just build a website. So when you start talking about optimization, what the SEOs and blah blah blah, that right there.
The alphabet soup, yes.
All of that, and so I was just covering my little notes, Diane. The abilities. Oh my God. Can you imagine how many people don't have someone on their team that has the ability to do this? And we don't. Yeah. And even in Woman University, when we are coaching these women, that we tell them, we give them a heads up, because we need them to understand how important it is to have somebody like this on their team, and the cost. Everybody want to freak out about what spending money. People don't want to spend money anyway, unless it's on a Coach bag or or some shoes, new pair of shoes, or a car. Y'all know what I'm saying. But don't want to put the money into marketing and into technology. And those are the main two things that we need for our businesses to be successful. And that's why so many businesses fail. They want, and I find myself now telling people that, right? When I'm saying, they're like, I'm going to get my business, put it out there, get it going, let people, get the business, get the building, get the equipment. I said, well, who's going to know about you? So they do all of this and nobody knows you're coming.
That's right. That's right.
And so, right, no marketing and no customers.
That's right. That's right.
So I had to look up amenability.
Willingness wouldn't fit in the 6 A's.
Okay, and and just what you were saying, just even with have the willingness to carry out the wishes of others. That's one of the things I'm like, wow, you don't really think about. You hear the word and you may know to use it at a certain time, but just when you first thing in the morning. I'm thinking about amenability. Okay? And
I thank you for that
one. That's a great point, though. We do need to have the willingness to do what it takes, and to help others to get through. And action, definitely. I'm an action taker. You know how we do, and the acceptance of all of these other A's. All right. Amazing, Dr. Lisa. Thank you so much for being our motivator for today.
Yes,
Diane.
Thank you, Dr. Lisa. This was wonderful. I learned a lot from this. And one thing it took me right back to is that with working with small businesses, one of the last things that most small businesses feel they need to invest in is marketing. They don't think it's necessary, or technology. They don't, they'll buy technology as far as equipment and that kind of thing, but maybe not learn how to use it properly. And so they feel like that's a waste of money. And what you gave us this morning shows, like, through all of these 6 A's, this covers it all. And if you really look at it and understand, if you invest in this is going to take your business to new heights. And Dr. Lisa being with us in the chamber, we have seen how this is manifested and things have grown. So yes, all of them: attitude, assessment, ability, action, amenability, acceptance, right on target. So thank you so much, Dr. Lisa. Hopefully our members will walk away with what I call these nuggets, because these are truly, truly important to your business. So, Dr. Lisa.
I love it. So yes, guys, so we are bringing our fast break. It's called Fast Break for a reason.
Yes.
All right. We didn't come to hang out all day. We didn't want to take up your day, your time, but we wanted to drop some great nuggets, motivate you in some areas that you need motivating to be motivated in. So I got my Diane, I got to get my South Fortune cup. I don't have one of
You
those.
don't have one? Oh, okay. We got to get you one. All
Yes,
right.
that's everything right there. That cup is just everything.
Absolutely.
Okay. So
I've got my leadership South Fulton cup.
Okay. That's
speaking of select leadership, South Florida, guys, be on the lookout because we coming for you.
That's right.
For you.
Coming up this fall.
Look, BB say good morning from Cancun, Fast Breakers. Yes.
I know because it's raining in Atlanta.
Right, I was getting ready to say, your view is a lot different than ours. Okay. It's a lot different than ours. Well, honey, we appreciate you jumping on from Cancun, BB, to be with us and to hang out and all that good stuff. And we appreciate you so much. Can't wait till you get back to hear all about it. Where we're going to First Fridays so we can hear all about it.
Okay.
Right? Yep, she said. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So what we want to do, we're just going to bring Fast Break to a close, but we will see you all next month. Okay. What
and I'll be back behind the camera.
Oh, that's I told y'all she does everything. The producing, the holiday. So Fast Break is every third Tuesday, 7:30 a.m. on the dot. Guys, we're in, we're out, and so we look forward to seeing you next month.
All right.
Have a beautiful day.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.